Hi. So this is like super awkward. I'm like in my husband's robe and I have my hair scarf on because after I make this video, even though it's light outside at 7 p.m. here Central Time in the Midwest, I'm gonna go to bed. But since this is a tea talk, an impromptu tea talk, I figured I would share what tea I'm sipping on this evening. So I have it in my Joko cup. It's a reusable silicone food grade cup that my husband bought me. This tea is really good. I am sipping on some chamomile tea. It's loose tea. I'm not really on the whole bag tea bandwagon unless I travel, so I try to keep it loose. I wish it wasn't in so much plastic, but very fresh, good quality. I got it from mountainroseherbs.com. Very, very worth the prices. And then I mixed it with raspberry leaf tea, and it's super fresh. Like, I've had this before, like during pregnancies to prepare me, and it's never been as fresh as this. I mean, it looks like in this video it looks terrible, but it's like super fresh, like when you feel it, in the way it tastes. And yeah, I sip on this pretty much every day. And then I have burdock root, but I'll probably make a separate video about like what teas I've been drinking. But I want to really just talk to you guys while I'm drinking my tea, and I'm drinking the water. But I just finished this 24 ounces in my hydro flask. Another gift from my husband. There you go. It's probably backwards, but I'm shooting this on my laptop, and I just decided to come in with you guys and talk to you guys about like what's going on, why I haven't been making videos. Really, I haven't been making videos because I'm a perfectionist, and I feel like I have to have the perfect camera, the perfect lighting, and make time, and this and that. And what happens is I end up not doing it because I feel like my content's not going to be perfect. Also, I've been dealing with a lot of ups and downs adjusting to two kids. My baby's going on one this month on the 27th. But unfortunately, after I had her, I found out a few weeks ago after going to a couple doctors that I have hypothyroidism or hypothyroid. Essentially what that is when you have an underactive thyroid and you have weight gain, fatigue, hormonal imbalances, dry skin, hair loss, etc. And those are the things I were experiencing. And initially I thought, because I just had a baby, or maybe I'm not eating right, but we eat fairly well. I mean, I eat stuff in moderation. I'm more of an 80-20. Sometimes I can be a 90-10. On a bad week or day, I could be a 70-30 type person. 70 being the great stuff, 30 being the bad, 80 being the good stuff, 30 being the bad. You get my drift. But I could not figure out why I still was like 10 months, 9 months postpartum with weight on me. But I do know what's wrong now, so I'm working towards a healing journey of trying to reverse an underactive thyroid and just life. But that's not the point of this video. But that's what I've been doing. I've been working on myself. But one thing I've been working on that I want to share in this video is I'm not a New Year's resolution person. I'm not the type of person to be like, okay, it's a new year, December's over, I'm going to lose weight, or I'm going to start writing, or I'm going to read 50 books, or I'm going to do this. For me, the springtime is when I feel like I should put what I manifest in January into action. So one of the things, and I try not to do nothing like crazy, like I'm going to save up $10,000, even though that would be awesome. But what I do is I think about it in December, and in January, I come up and make up my mind and say, I'm going to work on this. And then when the spring falls, I kind of like start really putting it into my day-to-day tasks to make it and execute that goal. So one of my goals I'll share with you is communication in many ways. Like, I'm an introvert. I'm a social introvert. So I can be social, but it can be draining. And if it's a ton of people, it can be draining. And if it's small talk, it will drain me to E, and it will just be annoying. But one thing that I think I want to start working on is different aspects of communication. And if you know anything about, I'm not like super deep into it, but spirituality, you talk about the chakras. And one of them is communication and using your voice. So I can sing. But I realized as I got older, and because I'm not singing and in choir and, you know, going on my own and singing or warming up my voice, I noticed that the the notes and ranges I used to be able to hit when I was in my early 20s, I can't really hit anymore. It's getting a little, a little, and that's a form of communication. So one of my goals is we're actually moving next month, and I found a vocal coach, and I want to work with him and do sessions. But once I get daycare worked out and stuff like that, like someone to babysit the kid once a week, the kids, I want to work with a vocal coach. So in the sense of my actual muscles in my throat, I want to work on that in a sense of communication, expressing myself, my creativity. I'm not really going to be like Beyonceing it up, making YouTube videos with me like singing like Alicia Keys. None of that. It's just really just a form of exercising communication and awareness within myself. Another way is communicating with people. Not communicating with people, but like when I read something, like I'm really bad with names. Like if I know I'm not going to meet you ever again, you'll be like, hi, my name is Richard, blah, blah, blah. Because I mentally, or if your name is difficult, I'll just not remember it. And then when I have to refer to you, I'll be like, yeah, you remember that one guy with the red shirt that was at the store that introduced himself and said he knows such and such? Like I can be bad with names. And then also when it comes to books, I'm like, yeah, I read this really great book. It's called this, and I won't know the author. And again, like I know this sounds silly. You're like, why is she working on this? But I really want to make sure I know people's credibility. And when I do read a book, I want to be like, okay, I'm reading this book by Dr. Such and Such. What school did he go to? So like just to I guess I don't want to say upgrade, but just to enhance my conversation, be more adult-like, I guess. Like if I have a conversation with someone and we're talking about great nonfiction books or fiction books, and I'm like, yeah, did you read about that one book and the sequels and the author, he went here and he grew up this way and this is what motivated him, just to add more essence to the conversation. I enjoy when people do that when I talk to them, so I would like to give that back to the conversation. Another aspect of communication is talking to my kids more. I do it, but I think at a young age when they're not able to talk back, they'll look at you and they'll react in nonverbals, but not be like, yeah, I understand, mommy. Or you're like, hey, do you see that? They're not like, yeah, I see it. Like they might just smile or they might not care. Really just engage with them, be more present. So how I did that is I do have social media on my phone, but I delete it certain days of the week and I'm on it other certain days. Now I do get on my phone, but it's more like for reading, or I might play a YouTube video or a lot of podcasts or audiobooks on my phone. So I'm usually gaining information through that social media platform or whatever. But just be more present, talk to them, ask my daughter questions, encourage her to use longer sentences now that she's going on 3. My baby, because I've been doing that more with my 2-year-old, I'm already noticing she just turned 11 months. She's going on a year this month. I'm already noticing that she's actually starting to talk and repeat me. So it really has my communication, exercising it with my children has been well. Another way I'm going to be exercising communication is with my spouse. Saying my needs. Like I might be really tired, and instead of being grumpy and be like, ugh, I'll simply just be like, look, I'm really tired. Is it okay if you watch the kids? Or is it okay if you take them for a walk so I can have some downtime? Is it okay if you make dinner because I don't feel like making it? Is it okay if you do this? And not even just about them like having lots of tasks, or be like, look, I don't like what you said. Just really just communicating about finances, communicating about wants, needs, compliments, and desires, and just making sure I'm voicing that, because it's just so easy to assume that because I've been married now, actually today's my anniversary, for 4 years, that he knows what I want, and it's not true. And vice versa. Encourage him to express how he feels, but also within that communication with my spouse, make sure that I'm making it where it's not going to turn into a war zone. So what I mean by that is when I'm saying it, if I am in a bad mood, try to be like, Joy, you're in a really bad mood right now. How about not say nothing at all? Or take a deep breath, be present, which is hard. I mean, like life. I'm saying all this, but I really have to practice it. and just be like, okay, let me present this the right way. Because sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Like, I can be like, hey, can you take out the trash? Or be like, can you take out the trash? Like, there's so many results from those two different ways that I asked to take out the trash. So I'm working on that. So that's really my update. Hope you guys didn't think that was boring, but that's really what my New Year's resolution was, and that's what I plan on working on for this year. I do have other goals like financial and all that, and I'll probably get into them in another tea talk. But I'm just curious, like, what do you like to work on? Like, for me, self improvement is always a goal for me. I'm always trying to find room to improve. And I know we all do, but I think it's just really important to share it with other people because who knows, someone might be trying to do the same exact thing. And platforms like this allows people to be able to communicate back and forth about that and give each other tips and tricks and constructive criticism on those specific areas. So that's just what I want to do. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I was hoping for a new camera, but I want to record or vlog our road trip to our new home. And I'm not going to tell you guys until we get there, but as we go, you can probably maybe put two and two together as we're driving. But I'm going to be seeing friends that I've met even through social media. I know that sounds pretty unorthodox, but I think by now people should learn how to accept that. On my way up there, fingers crossed, hopefully I will. And we're going to make it fun. My mom's going to be with us, so that journey is coming soon. So hopefully I'll be able to record it or at least take pictures and share them with you and put more content out on this channel. So I hope you all are doing well, and I will see you in the next video.